Hello and welcome, I'm Scooter979 and this is my update on the newest Grand Theft Auto DLC. As you can currently see, I'm going through the new clothing you can get. There's a total of 12 new outfits. They're pretty much all the same, except for the jumpers, and some of them you wear a helmet, some of them you wear shades, some of them you wear masks, which is quite a good thing to have. They actually look pretty cool. But it's great to finally get some new clothing items into this game, even though it is a very small amount. Obviously, if you go and buy them all in the outfits, you then get all the items, or you can go and buy them all individually, as well as new gloves, so you can make up your own outfits and that sort of thing. Yeah, so we can have a bit of fun with that for about 5 minutes. And as you can see, I'm just running through all the clothing items there so you can see them all. And then in a second we're going to move on to the two new guns we've got. Which is the heavy shotgun. So that's what we needed, just another shotgun and another rifle. Again, it's as if we didn't have enough choices of those weapons. So they've added two new weapons in, which we didn't really need. It would have been nice to see, I don't know, a flamethrower, chainsaw, which is what other people have been asking for. But there we go, that's what we've been given. I'm sure we'll have a bit of fun for that for about, probably a couple of minutes, and then we'll probably revert back to our old favourite weapons, mine being the advanced rifle.
You've racked up some more ammunition
and
rewards
then they actually
points.
added in a couple of vehicles. So this is the new sports car. Again, it's something we didn't really need, which is it's called a Lampardi Fiore GT. Just to give you some figures, it does 0 to 60 in 5 seconds apparently. It's got a top speed of 155, which pretty much means it's not as quick as all the other sports cars in there. And while it says that it's in the description it's kind of American, I think it's actually more like a German car, because they seem to restrict their cars to 155 miles an hour. So there we go. Anyway, well as that, you're just going to see me now driving the car around one of the tracks I created. The other big thing to be added in, which is something which is actually new and we did actually need, was the last team standing creator. This gives us a few more options to create some stuff. I'm not a big fan of the last team standing anyway, so it's not something that really interests me. I may make a couple, but I'm not that bothered about it. There's also an option that's been added to the phone which allows players to disable Snap-O-Matic's quick launch option. So basically when you push up twice on the D-pad, the camera opens up, which a lot of people have been saying, hey, we don't want this to happen, so they've actually given us an option to turn that off, which is great. On the capture and last team creators, you can now do a series of matches, so rounds, which you can set to between 1 and 7. As you can probably tell, I'm just reading through the actual Rockstar notes that they've actually put up. You've also got a new random job option that's been added to the booting screen to allow players to get straight into jobs. So basically when you get booted, I assume you then get an option to go and get booted from another job for no reason. There's also been 3 other new vehicles added to the San Andreas Super Autos menu. That's the LCC Innovation, the Shih Tzu, I've got no idea, Hakuchu, and the Canis Kalahari topless vehicle. I've had a look at them. I'm not going to show them in this video because they're crap, in my opinion. They don't look all that. We've actually had 20 new flags as well, themed parachutes added into the thing. It's a nice touch, but again it's something that we don't really need, but this is what we can get in from GT at the moment, from Rockstar rather, just stuff that adds a little bit to the game, but it's stuff we don't really need or want. And that's pretty much it. Obviously they've added in bulletproof helmets in 5 different colours, which you can wear, gives you some limited protection against headshots. and they've also added in, to start us all off, a load of last team standing jobs, which is good. Give us something to do while we're waiting for all those people out there to create a load of last team standing jobs that we can all go and play. And I'm sure some people are make a load like all those death matches that are a load of crap that say, hey, you get 100,000 RP and $1 million, and all it is you dropped into the box. First one to get out, to get to the tank or the jet, is going to win and wipe everybody out constantly. I'm sure we'll get a load of those shitty little jobs like that. And there's obviously been a whole host of other little things they've added in. Like for example, the on-call players now be notified when the host of a job wants their job. You also now have to go on-call for activities, arm wrestling, darts and golf, etc. Players now able to quick match with friends or alone on activities. Again, arm wrestling, darts, golf, etc. We can now switch our parachute canopies via the interaction menu. Pegasus vehicles now despawn faster if players that owns them is far away from them. Well, to be fair, they should actually spawn pretty close to us rather than halfway across the map like they've been doing. So maybe sort that out rather than make them despawn. This is something that we've been asking for since probably day one. A claim all option has been added to the Moore's mutual phone. So if you've got several cars that have been blown up, you can now just claim them all, do it all in one hit, and you don't have to continuously ring them back to get all your other cars back. That's something that should have been added in day one. It should have actually been there from day one, to be honest, but there we go. Notification now appears at the start of the races stating how many laps there will be. That's pretty good. Then you can see that the race you've gone into is going to be 100 laps long, and then you can quit out and get bad sport. It should actually be on there before when you're actually selecting to decide whether you're going to go into that race or not, how many laps it's going to be selected. It should come up on there. I haven't actually checked that out, but I will go and see where that is coming on from. But reading it from there, it appears that as you're starting the race, you're going to be told how many laps it is. One thing I have seen before I even knew the update was coming on, because my brother was actually playing this, was the now if you're in a jet, plane or a helicopter, it actually shows you on the minimap in a small jet, plane or helicopter icon like they've done on the tank. Why they couldn't do it at the same time they did the tank, I don't know, but there we go, that's life. And a whole host of other new fixes and exploits they've appeared. I will put a link down into the in the description so you can go and see for yourself. And that's pretty much it for me. Thank you very much.